Oh yeah, sorry. I should have. I should have given you the heads up. I'm a little primed today.
That's okay. Well, we're just gonna fade out the music here. Get you started with a little EDM tonight. Bart's got his tea. Bart's a little hoarse. Sorry, I missed that. You walked away and I can't hear you.
Oh, give me a second.
No problem. Howdy, Epic. Gingy's at work with Lurkin. Hey, Cringy, first time in. Welcome. Oh, I should leave that up. I can do outro music too. It's Spotify. What's a good outro music? I'll figure it out as we go.
Sorry, I just thought because I was so close, I thought maybe you could still hear me.
No.
Okay. Well, no, wow. And right now the fan's blaring in the background too. So
I'm a little hoarse tonight, so yeah, I'm a little sick.
Uh-oh.
I caught something. My throat was sore the other night, and last night I had post-nasal drip all night. And wearing a CPAP and having post-nasal drip is a horrifying thing.
Yeah, that does not sound like a good thing at all. Do you do vitamin C when you're not feeling good?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to preach to you. I was just wondering if you did it. And
actually, I do vitamin C regularly. Vitamin C and D regularly.
Yeah.
Even when I'm not sick.
Well, C is good because it's just a water soluble. Like it's I mean, I don't even know if there's such a thing as too much vitamin C. I mean, once your body has enough, it just washes it away.
Yeah, it just pees it out. Yeah. You just pees it right out.
Yeah. So I don't know. Your body won't allow it to be in your system.
No, it goes right through.
Interesting.
So we were doing what the hell history, right? So I just said, what the history? You want to see the product? Should I introduce?
Hold on.
Okay.
I think before you even get into that, we should know what our sponsor is.
That's the product. Yeah, I was going to do the product sponsor.
You did a dual.
Well, first off, okay, let's do the word of the day. Okay.
Okay, good enough. Yeah, let's do that.
Verbose. I can tend to be a little verbose and a little wordy. You say more words than necessary to explain something.
Oh, yes.
Given to wordiness. So.
And you know what, though? I mean, I think that's a human trait anyways.
It definitely can be, yeah.
Because I read a thing on that, are you saying too much? So I started paying attention to what I was typing.
Right.
And I went, there's words there I can eliminate.
Mm-hmm. See, and that's where we go back to the first word of the day where I said truncate.
Right.
Or a better use for that one would be succinct.
Which?
Succinct. Succinct actually means to be as efficient in words as possible. Are we doing a double word of the day?
That makes sense though. Because you got like something there that like sounds like being in sync, right?
Yeah.
Not all words are like that though.
Yeah, succinct means using few words to express an idea clearly and concisely without unnecessary elaboration, which the opposite would be verbose.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that's kind of funny in a way too, because I mean by using the other truncated.
Yeah, truncated is a little different. It just means shortened, curtailed, cut off abruptly. Succinct. And that's where that's why I used the word truncated rather than succinct,
Truncated,
because
yeah.
yeah, because I had to cut off. When I was doing this stuff, I had to cut off short, right? I couldn't explain everything succinctly, which means I would have explained it fully and efficiently in a short term, but
Right.
because my condition requires to be a little verbose just for people to understand it. I
Right.
had to truncate it and just ask them to please ask. So,
Right.
and
Well, it's easier for you, right?
yeah, but that's the difference in the words, right? Succinct and truncated are similar but different.
Oh no, yeah, but I mean, but see, you're saying, but see, you were commenting on. Sorry, I don't think I got my meaning out because you're saying like, here's more words than necessary or wordy, right?
Yep,
But by some of the words you use, you're using less. You're trying to make it less.
I try to make it less. Yeah, yeah, I do,
Exactly.
because I try to be very succinct about just to explain it because I don't want to sit there and talk forever.
You try
Although
not to be verbose.
exactly, but when you're
How
streaming,
about that? I even
yeah,
used
there
it
you
in this
go.
one.
When you're streaming, you need to be verbose. You need to be wordy
Yeah.
and chatty because
Yeah.
that's what this is all about.
Well, and you hope too. I mean, I would think they would do it. Is if you don't fully understand it, why wouldn't you ask for an explanation, right?
And if anime's taught me anything, is miscommunication is the key to most problems. Just
Well,
lack
any
of,
sitcom on TV.
yeah, lack of dialogue, lack of understanding. So
Right.
let's go to
Oh,
the
sorry. Yes.
cursed product of our sponsor today is Oliver's Air. Fresh air, it's worth any price for your child's health and future phobias. And this goes directly to the theme, what the hell history, right? This was actually a thing in Britain where they would hang babies in cages. They were called baby cages, and
Oh, yes.
they would hang babies in cages out the
Yeah.
windows in 17. I can't remember. I think I have it here somewhere.
Well, you see it in photos.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a very popular photo of it, right?
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's made its rounds, right?
Yeah. So let's see. It was from 1934 to 1948. They used to have these baby cages because they thought fresh air was so important that parents would put their kids, and most of these were from England because they live in
Right.
apartments and there's not a lot of green spaces. You don't have a backyard in an apartment.
Right.
It's just the way it was.
Well, they found a workaround, if you will.
They found a workaround. Now the fun thing about this is, without any regulation, without any government insurance, there was never um, any reported injuries or death by parents using this, by parents making their own baby cages, because it goes to show that the government doesn't need to regulate everything for parents to be responsible. This may seem irresponsible, but there was actually no recorded deaths or injuries because of it.
Wow. Because that's also a little maybe of a little bit of a time frame when especially when you built something, you built it right.
Yeah, that's an excellent
And I mean, if you're going to hang your kid out a window over 10 stories or whatever, I
over,
mean,
however, yeah.
you're gonna well protect your family. I mean, come on.
But that goes to show that parents don't need government oversight. And
Right.
let's
Sorry.
let's be honest. Right now, there's a lot of government oversight towards our kids. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, where they want to
Oh, right.
ban kids from social media. That's the parent's job. That's a parent's job to do. That is not a government job. that is unnecessary for the government to even be involved in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that on its principle, but I'm just thinking, I don't think they're capable of doing that right now.
Well, and to be fair, I think some aren't. But if you're
Right.
not,
I mean, I'm certainly
if
not
you're not, but what's the next
not
step?
talking about all of them.
Do we just hand children over to the government? Let's look how that worked for like say residential schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Government is not the best entity to raise a child, period. That's why there's
They can't.
foster cares, right?
Right.
But you regulate foster cares to keep kids safe, but you can't regulate everything. Sometimes there's gonna be stuff out there you just can't regulate. But I think the broader picture is that this means what they're saying is you and I'll have to have an ID to log on social media if something like that were to go through to
Mm-hmm.
any social media. Even it's one of those things where it's not really about the kids. It's about a grander scheme. I think talking about conspiracies here, but I mean it just
Oh no,
seems
that's where my mind went too.
it
So
just seems too obvious that they could use it in a bad way.
it could be abused. Maybe that's a good way to say it.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, right? How
Oh,
or
okay.
or or
Actually,
the
that is hilarious that you brought that up. But that's okay. You do your thing. My thing is I'll bring it up. It is hilarious what you're talking about right now.
most of the rights and freedoms are not rights or freedoms. They're because they could be taken away at any given moment by the government. They're not rights. Rights are inherent to a person. They are given to you just by being born. The right to self-defense, the right to life, the right to and there are country rights. There are rights that involve countries. I mean, we don't have the right to go to another country and expect whatever we want, right? We still have to respect borders
That's
and
what
stuff like
happens
that.
here, isn't it?
Well, technically, but we still have to
Sort
respect.
of.
Yeah, some of us still have to respect borders and still have to go about things the right way, right? Because, but as a citizen, there are certain rights that should be, and I think the U.S. has a right on this, inalienable. Hmm. And that's where Canada falls short.
Yeah.
So,
Just let me I emailed this to myself because I had an idea of what my uh thing where I kind of wanted to go with my thought process today. And then as I was searching online, I found a really neat idea that because we were talking about history
yeah, yeah. And this is
and
from the
actually
1930s and 40s, right? This is when it was it was all about the family.
right.
There were very few unwanted babies because in the time, especially in the 30s and 40s, in recessions that went across the world, um, if you had a baby, you really wanted that baby.
In
Recessions in the dirty 30s and 40s
oh, just sorry. Yeah, I was like, what? Okay.
with
Yeah.
recessions,
Yeah.
you didn't want a big family if you couldn't afford it, and if you started a family, you were serious about a family.
And you found a way to make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
cost of living makes it tougher, I believe.
Oh yeah, yep,
Um, I mean, luckily, my daughter and her family are with two kids doing well.
yep.
It's worked out for them, but yeah, I mean, I consider them lucky. I mean,
Yeah,
because
because we are
not everyone's in a good situation like that.
well, and that's the thing. We are going into a recession here. We technically we're in a recession because there's no way to get out of the situation we're in without some serious work.
Well, and the thing is, back when I was doing or trying that insurance thing, and you know, part of that was always on the cusp. It's like we have not hit an official recession. And it was like, we're due. Like we've been so due.
Oh yeah,
And it's how can it not happen?
yeah. When you look at the cost of food, the amount of people at food banks, you
Right.
know, it's just ridiculous. But anyways, you had a
Oh,
rates and you were going to go right into the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
no, but I want to go back to the food bank thing.
Okay.
Um, I was talking with a fella. Now I forget how the story went 100%. But it was um like misuse of food banks.
Oh, huge. And
And oh, I know what it was. I know where it started, because I said, like, if you compare the government to a business, I mean, because they're in charge of running something, right?
yeah.
A country. So I mean, but if there was a business in Canada that operated like the government did, they'd be bankrupt.
Well,
And
there are companies.
anybody that used this kind of blueprint would be in bankruptcy, and like your business couldn't run.
What do you think happened in Ontario with the car plants? They were subsidized to the hilt, just like the government, and they failed because there was no market for it. The government invested in them. Let's go invested, and they failed because there was no market. So there are companies that use the government model and fail just by using subsidies. Your business should never rely on subsidies if you can't make the business go without subsidies, without, and I'm going to go even there, temporary foreign workers, you shouldn't be in business. I understand in a labor shortage, but we're sitting at 7 to 8% youth unemployment.
Well, I mean,
And that's just youth unemployment. That doesn't.
right.
I think we're close to 8 or 9% unemployment,
Well, I
Canada wise.
remember a few years back,
6.7
a
as of
young lady I knew had commented that foreigners were taking away Canadians' jobs.
you know, and
Yes. And I pointed out to her, I said, but look where they're working. Are you going to work there? Well, no. Well, somebody has to.
but that's what kids used to grow up
And I'm not
learning.
saying, but, well, I'm not, and again, not all kids are the same, because there are some kids, but I
And
mean,
I'm going to tell you right now, they did exactly that to Gingy Mama. They hired temporary foreign workers and let her go.
mhm,
So I saw it firsthand, so I understood, and I said, yeah,
yeah,
because they get subsidized by the government. The government should not be subsidizing workers. I understand sometimes we need workers. You bring in temporary foreign workers, but the don't subsidize them and let the business pick up all the cost. That way, that way, you at least have a free market of labor, right?
right. But that doesn't fit their narrative of wanting the immigrants here.
No, no, it doesn't.
Just saying that there's obviously an ulterior motive behind what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and
But I
that's
mean,
why.
that's with a lot of things, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So back to my thing in history.
Okay.
Actually, I went even further back to
Oh,
1215,
1215. Ooh.
the Magna Carta.
Ooh. I like the Magna Carta. I do.
Yeah.
It's one of my
Uh-huh.
favorite documents.
Yeah. And because I started, because like I said, this isn't this isn't what I was going for when I started today, but I just loved the premise, and just simply because everything that's going on in Canada right now, I thought, man, this is just a cool thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you realize that
And I mean, I
some
admit I didn't get a chance to do a lot of research on it. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's growing into.
well, some of that was
Like,
even
'cause now we have the Canadian Charter of Rights.
we have a document prior to that as well, which is still technically in effect. What was it called? Um, I'm gonna have to just do a quick search here.
Oh,
Searcher.
there's an Indian Magna Carta.
Why did no?
This I gotta do a little research on this.
Oh
I wish
yeah.
I would have had more time, but I thought it could lead us to a good discussion regardless.
Yeah. Now there was 1989. There's the Canadian Constitutions Act, 1867. Now that's an important document. Um, Simply because it predates, but is still in effect for most things. Well, to 1982, it's supposed to go, but and then it went to 1982, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Constitution Act. I don't remember the. Yeah, this goes right into the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I got to look up that more too. But there is a constitution before the Charter of Rights and Freedoms that is still applicable today, and there's certain laws that are on the books there that are still applicable. But
Well, that's kind of what I thought. That like, I mean, like I knew this was a pretty deep subject, and
yeah,
I mean, I just wanted to kind of touch on it. I mean, if we have some discussion on it, that's great. But I think further as we like, I'm going to keep the notes from this one, and because I think this is something that we may end up referencing in the future.
right.
Well, I can almost guarantee it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah. No,
it's
this is just
there's too
interesting
much
stuff.
going on right now for. I mean,
But
yeah, yeah,
the problem is we
it'll
have
come again.
multiple levels of charters and constitutions, et cetera, rather than a unified document like the Bill of Rights down in the States. You know, that's what the Charter of Rights and Freedoms was supposed to do. But there's one line in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and I'm not sure if you've if you continue. Let's just look it up here. If you realize, but it means it basically says that um, the government can take away these rights. Let's get the document. Just give me the document.
And I
reasonable
actually, oh, go
reasonable
ahead.
limits. Okay,
Oh, other
guarantees
duties as assigned.
guarantees the rights and freedoms set out in its subject only to such reasonable limits prescribed by law and can be demonstrably justified in a free and democratic society. So what that means is, and that's where they tried to use the loophole to engage the truckers with the War Measures Act, or the Emergencies Act is what it's called now. They deemed it unreasonable. They deemed it demonstrably unreasonable for the truckers to protest, even though there was no violence, um, there was no harm being done. It was just a little bit of annoyance to they was the people were annoyed, but that's the whole point of a protest, right? I mean, They're not walking down the street raising a flag from a different country blocking traffic like goes on in Toronto. They didn't block an entire traffic. Um, but they were politically crucified basically by a government that didn't believe in their ideology, they were ideologically opposed to. But the government used the full force of of a country to against its own citizens. Now, what does that remind you of?
Well, and I still say that was planned out.
Oh yeah, that's why you can see there was planning notes. They were written on back of cocktail napkins of all things, of how to do things, and RCMP and MPs saying, "Oh, wouldn't it be great if we could bring in the tanks?" You know, it's and the illegal seizure of bank accounts.
Of people not even in the convoy.
Yeah, yeah, of people just donating to the convoy. Not only that, we're going to go a little deeper here. Um, it was the prosecution for the two convoy. Pardon me, for the two convoy organizers. The prosecution wanted more than for murder. They wanted them put away for more than the time. Uh, and this is just for mischief. Their charges were mischief, but they wanted them put away for 8 to 10 years. They wanted as much time as they could get. Murderers get out in 4.
Well, and we discussed that too already a couple
Yeah.
of weeks ago, I think. Just give me 1 second. I gotta go grab a glass.
I'm gonna try to power through this, but dang, my throat's hurt. I'm gonna need another cup of tea. I'm gonna pre-make a cup of tea. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get another cup of tea ready. See, tea bags, cup, because that cup of tea is almost gone, and it's good on the throat. But hey, if you got any questions out there and or comments, or if you have a what the hell moment in history, like I went with the fun stuff. I went with more like Oliver's there. I made fun of the baby cages. You'll notice even Houdini couldn't escape from it. My grandson and I did that one morning. We're talking and I said, "Want to do some AI with me?" And he goes, "Sure." So we're doing that as because we're over here for a sleepover and yeah, we had fun doing that.
Sorry about that. I needed a glass.
No problem. I am preempting another cup of tea.
I don't want to sponsor anything I shouldn't without
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, I don't know if it matters or if anyone even cares, but I should.
Yeah, just to be safe. I'm just making a second cup of tea here to be ready when this one's done. Because we're going to keep the tea flowing. And no spicy tea either. This is Earl Grey, but not the
I forgot until spicy meant
yeah, spicy meant alcohol.
alcohol. Right.
Yeah. See, and
So anyway,
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, so I did I thought it kind of was interesting. So I did a bonus one for history. And I didn't do the research if it was the exact right day or not, but April 28th, 1945, Mussolini was assassinated.
That sounds right. That actually sounds right. Because
And
at the time,
Oh, go ahead,
Mussolini was a communist, right? And he actually worked with Hitler.
Yeah.
And the people turned on him, right? Which is what happens when when you go against your own people that hard. But if we're going to talk history, I got a funny one for you.
Okay, but what I loved about this was because they called it like fascist rule.
Yeah, he
And
was a
then
communist.
so of course, what do I look? I go look up the definition of a fascist.
Yeah. Welcome to Canada.
Well, I just I just thought, I just have to bring that up because I just
Oh yeah.
thought
What
it was really funny.
and the hardest part is that college students are especially um, indoctrinated into a more communist mentality. They believe that anything conservative or less than what they believe or different from what they believe is fascist, not actual fascism. And and that's where words are important. That's why the word of the day is important, because words are important.
Uh,
Fascism
yes,
means
absolutely.
something specific. It does not mean just because you don't like what they're saying, they're fascists.
Well, doesn't that go back to, sorry, this is something we're going to talk, this is going to be brought up forever. I mean, definitions.
Yeah. And that's why we started the
I
word of the
mean,
day.
when did certain things become impressionable? I mean, if you don't like what that word means, use a different word.
Well, and
Don't change the meaning of it.
the worst part about it is, okay, you see all these fascists and they've changed the meaning of fascist too. I mean, I look it up right now and it's a follower of a far right authoritarian political system. That's factually incorrect. The most fascist people out there were from the left leaning socialist communist regimes. Um, Hitler was a fascist. He was a
Well,
Nazi. Now, in the name itself, the Nazi Socialist Party, you see that socialism and communism are tied hand in hand, have always been. So for them to say that a fascist is a right follower, right following, or a right leaning, they've distorted. Even when you look up for an AI overview, they've distorted what it is. A single charismatic leader holds absolute authority. That's what a fascist is. Yes, but they've added far right. And that's where
right.
something you got to be careful of is people call you far right not to make you feel bad, but to justify their hatred for you, to justify, and they'll call anybody, they call the left far right if they disagree with them. That's the thing.
Well, that would make sense, right? Because throughout history, which I know they've tried to change or rewrite or
Yeah,
make some of it go away, but whatever they're doing, I don't, whatever. Um, Fascist is a bad word.
it is. And that's why they call you that. They call, and
Right.
you rarely hear um those conservatives, or the conservative side of the aisle, call um, even the more uh, dictatorial left wing leaders fascist, because we understand there's meaning behind words, and there
Oh,
is, but you'll always hear the left call the right fascist, but it's not about whether they're actual fascists or not. They're co-opting the word to promote their hate, to say there's a reason to hate you, you know
right.
and and that's where the problem comes in. That's where words have meaning, and that's when you change the meaning, and when you distort the meaning to mean something that it never was intended to mean. It becomes a problem because it justifies. Now, we've talked about this before, but the only way you can vote yourself into communism, but you have to shoot your way out.
Right.
History has proven that as fact. Okay.
Yes.
But if they call if they call people that they disagree with fascists were actually communists because um they solidified power and they ruled dictatorially and you had no option. I mean, I didn't see Germans rushing to get over to into East Germany. It was the other way around because the East Germans were communist. So, and it's the same with look at a great example in modern day is Cuba. Okay, look at how many people try to get out of Cuba and just go to Florida, just come to the go to the States, right? Why? Because they live under a communist rule but their guns were taken away. There's no way for them to force back to fight back. They have no power over the government which holds all the guns, and that's what's so scary. So they will makeshift rafts, makeshift this, that, and the other thing, just so they can get to the U.S., which is a free country. They want that
Right.
freedom, but they can't fight for that freedom. So, sorry, that was Mrs. Doe on texting me.
Oh.
So even in modern history, we see how communism fails the common people. It doesn't fail the leaders because the leaders are the ones living high on the hog. So that's it, and that's where we have to be careful because the left is not just they're justifying their hate, they're justifying um, their willingness to murder. And I don't know if you saw, but there was an assassination attempt just on Trump again.
Oh yeah, no, I did hear about that.
And did you notice how few assassination attempts there were on, let's say, Joe Biden or Barack Obama? Why? Who was the real violent one here?
Yeah.
Let's look at in our country, okay? Um, most of the people who own guns are conservative, basically.
Are which,
They're
sorry?
conservatives. Usually they're
Oh, conservative.
conservatives or generally agnostic. I mean, apathetic against just not very government loving. Um,
Right.
just don't care about government that much. But the problem comes where you have 2 million guns that have never, there's over 2 million guns. We are the fifth most armed nation in the world. Okay. The fifth. And
What the, sorry, just because I'm a curious kind of guy, what are the top five?
oh, I don't remember offhand, but I will Google it for you right now.
I appreciate that because I mean, the US has got to be massive.
Well, you'd like to think so, but I think Switzerland or Sweden is even more populous than I think. Oh no, U.S. is number one. Russia's number two. China, that's surprising. No, that's top 10 military power. So armed civilians. There we go.
I was going to say China would be strange.
Yeah, that would be unheard of. Yeah. United States has the highest ownership. Um, Yemen, that's interesting. Switzerland, Finland, and Uruguay.
Now, but that's I mean,
And Canada.
okay, Canada. Okay, so go down to 10 then, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's got
One,
to be
two,
something
three,
skewing the
four,
numbers
five,
there, I
six.
think.
We're six. Well, we tie with Uruguay at 34.7 firearms per 100 people. Um, oh wait, yeah, and Finland is 32.4. Switzerland is
Really?
27. Yeah, 27 to 45 per 100 people.
So what's going up? What's going on over there in that Nordic area that they all want guns?
Oh, that's the best part about it. Um, Switzerland, being the neutral state that they are, believes in personal protection and personal armament.
Hmm,
Yeah,
isn't that interesting?
yeah. they have a high militia culture. So they actually have, and here's the funny thing. When Trump was doing his spiel about the 51st state and everything, right?
Right.
Canada came back and, well, we need militias and we need people with, we're gonna take our bureaucrats, the people who work in offices and probably never even looked at a gun sideways, and make them into army reserves. And I'm going, are you freaking nuts? And here you are yet trying to disarm people who are not only vetted, safe, have legally owned these guns for years, like
Yep.
years, never committed crimes with them, and you're trying to take these safe people's guns away, and you're going to put bureaucrats in army reserves. What kind of hoo-ha you
Well,
got going on over there?
my question is, all the money that has been spent on um, the whole gun law, right from square one,
Right from
how much of
1993.
a dent, well, but how much of a dent could have all that funds been used on the border?
Well, yeah. Well, there's the big key right there.
And I'm leading somewhere with this into something else, but
That's the big key right there. Border, and that's the government's job. The government's job is border control, not gun control.
because I mean, I have a note here for something for an add-on is I just jotted down fixing the root cause. You know, rather than trying to put band-aids and everything on the top and Mickey Mouse stuff together, it's like, okay, hold on. Why is this a problem?
Well, and I'm going to go down a rabbit hole here
Good.
because you like the rabbit holes, don't you?
Oh,
Because
they're the best place to play.
I actually came across one today. Okay, and I posted it.
Rabbit hole?
No, no, well, yeah, kind of a rabbit hole, but
I'm teasing you.
I know. Let's go. I gotta look myself up. Um, because it had to do with Tennessee brought in the stand your ground law, where if someone breaks into your home and you have reasonable belief that you're in danger, you can shoot the bastard. Do you want to know what would stop criminals from committing crimes? If they're scared of getting shot,
Most of them.
most of them. And if they're
Some would
not,
still do it, but
some would still.
some would still do it, but you know what? They wouldn't be around for long, so that'd be okay.
Exactly. See, it's a win-win situation.
But we can't be cruel now, Bob.
No, I'm not cruel. I just believe.
No, sorry, I didn't. You know what? That's funny you say that because no, that's not what I was implying. Um,
I
because
know
no, I don't think
you were
you
being
are.
facetious
But I mean,
when
well,
and
yes, thank you. I mean that's where those are the things they say. Oh, but you said this, and it's like, oh my good God, like lighten up already.
when I'll be fair. I was gonna post today because I have um zero bad feelings for saying I care about my morning coffee more than I do about a criminal who wants to steal from you or me.
Yeah. No, and I mean that's just. I mean that's simply everyone has different levels, right?
Yeah.
In everything, and it's not just that. Things you're willing to put up with, like things you're just willing to deal with, or
Well,
whatever it is. And I mean, that comes down to a little bit of judgment, I think, too. It's like,
and
maybe
here's the
we shouldn't
thing.
be so judgy.
You wouldn't have to shoot as many criminals as people think they would. You
Right.
wouldn't you wouldn't necessarily have to shoot a criminal at all. Having that, even the ability to protect yourself with a firearm, puts that criminal off, makes that criminal reconsider. You're,
Right.
you know, they have to be pretty desperate, for lack of a better word, to continue on if you're sitting there with a gun, not even pointed at them. And that's the thing. You have it available. What are they going to do? You're safe. They've got no recourse. The um and I think Samuel Colt said it the best. Uh God created man, Samuel Colt made him equal.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
And it
I
goes
mean,
for
I
women too.
probably heard it in a movie, to be honest, but that's okay.
Probably, yeah. But it's true because I believe that and it makes men and women equal. Because if women are allowed to carry and protect themselves, then they're not at fear of any man. They have no fear of any man. Period.
Well, I mean, yes, no, I agree. I mean, women are just going to be would be so much better off.
They
Now,
would.
I mean, I know there's an argument out there that some just don't want to, and that's fine.
And that's up to them,
It's
right? That's personal
right.
that's
It's a
personal
personal thing.
choice. But that's the thing. It should be personal choice. It should be your choice. It should be a choice that you have.
Well, that's a really good point. Yeah, and I mean, let's face it, criminals are always going to find a way. They do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they just get better at it. Is unfortunately what.
Well, and that's where all those internet scams, the phone scams, everything like that starts to, because that's a criminal you can't protect yourself against physically. That's a criminal you have to be mentally protected against.
Yes, and that's a totally different
Yeah.
defense, and that's. I mean, for me, I just, and I mean, this is such a horrible, horrible thing to say, but I'm leery of everyone.
Oh yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't answer my phone. Period.
No,
You want to
no,
get a hold of me? Leave a message. I'll call you back.
yeah. I just, and I mean, is that really, I mean, from our perspective, is that really the end of the world? And is it really that bad? I
No,
mean,
I haven't had a problem with it yet. I mean, people who wanted to get a hold of me left me messages, right? Doctors'
right.
offices, stuff like that. But it's one of those things where with spoofing and with the technology they have, it doesn't make sense to answer your phone.
No,
Um,
because I mean, no, you bring up a really good point because I mean, I was going to talk about that too, is where, especially with, it doesn't even have to be, I mean, it could sound like them,
right.
but a lot of grandparents just get worried for their grandkids and would do that.
And with AI, with the advancement of AI, being able to take a voice and manipulate it and use it
Right,
in
exactly.
such a way, yeah, it's definitely more scary.
So, and that's where I mean, I think there's got to be a correction because I think there's going to be more and more people that just don't answer their phone.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If they start texting me, I don't get that many texts, and I know the people who text, and I know the people how they text. So
Right.
it's not that I wouldn't know that. Oh, this is so and so. I need this, this, and this. Can you help me out? Well, that's not how they talk.
Yeah.
It's just there's no way in text to sound or to come across as someone you're familiar with. You
Well,
may be
you're going
able
to
to
start out. Oh, go ahead.
manipulate their voice and do it in voice, but there is no way that you can do it in text. There's a certain text has its own um, language, really. Just like your voice, it has its own language that you use certain things. Like some people say
Right.
yep, yep. Some people go yup. You know, but it's those small things that
That's one thing. Yeah.
those small things that can um, give you an idea of who it is, right?
Well, I mean, those have been like we watch a lot of crime shows, right? And I mean, they've used that in letters and text messages, like you say, when they're trying to find the killer, right? And Like they'll compare a letter to this guy's writing, and it's like, okay, you wrote this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and you know, the biggest thing about that is it's different when it's handwriting because when you handwrite, we all have very unique um
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I mean, mine sucks. It looks worse than doctor scratchings. But
Oh,
then
mine is horrible, horrible, and and I have honestly, I have tried to make it better.
I was
I
getting
just
I was getting better when I was doing
love
signs
it.
for meat cutting, but after not using it for almost 26 years, 27 years, I sign my name and that's about it.
Well,
I take
oh,
notes on my phone. My
like you
notes
write
are,
yourself notes, or
oh yeah, I have a notepad right on my phone.
oh no, I mean I use it, but I mean I type it in. I don't.
Yeah, I tap it in, but I mean like conspiracy theories, right? That was for last week.
Right. Oh, we could do that one again because I mean
There are a lot.
that. Oh my goodness. And I mean, I really like that you had fun, like the fun you had with that. So that
Oh
was pretty good.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I looked for it just like this one today. I looked for the non-political ones because politics can be so what's the word? Polarizing. That's the word. So
Oh,
polarizing. So I'm looking for something a little offbeat. And that's where I thought the baby cage was perfect for
yeah,
what the hell. Because you look at it now and you think that would never even be allowed. People wouldn't even think of that. I mean, they don't even have baby strollers or baby walkers anymore.
right.
So, but
Yeah.
I was gonna go a little bit history too. In 1788, there was a battle between the Austrian Empire and the Ottomans. Now, the Ottomans were the Turks. Okay, so there was a supposed to be a battle between them, but um, the Austrian army defeated itself before the enemy even arrived. During a night march, different factions of the army got in a drunken brawl over
Oh,
schnapps.
that's hilarious. I love it.
A stray
That's
shot
awesome.
a stray shot led everyone to believe that the Ottoman Turks were attacking. In the ensuing chaos, soldiers fired on their own comrades. The emperor himself fell into a ditch while fleeing. The Ottomans arrived 2 days later and found thousands of dead and wounded Austrians without having to fire a single shot. They won the battle without firing a single shot. Just
What was
over
that battle over?
I the Battle of Karen Karansabes. Let's Google that.
Well, no,
Battle of
but I mean, like, what were the differences? Like, was there a divine intervention there, or what?
Oh, the differences? No, well, at the time the Turks were trying to conquer the world, right? The Ottoman Empire was trying to expand, so they were just trying to kick the Austrians out, right? It
Oh,
was just a
like,
turf
leave us
war.
alone.
Yeah, it was a turf war, and the Austrians said, hmm. So yeah, it was one of those things where
They were being bullies.
yeah, yeah.
So there you go. The bullies got what they deserved.
No, the Austrians weren't. The Turks are the bullies. The Turks won without
Oh, the Turks were the bullies.
the Turks were
Oh, I got it backwards.
yeah, the Ottoman Empire. If you know anything about history, the Ottomans tried
I
to
do.
take over a vast swath of the continent, right? So they were trying to expand their reach, their empire. The Austrians were trying to hold their ground, and because they were boneheaded, they lost. But
Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, so maybe just don't drink before battle.
Yeah, yeah, leave the schnapps at home, people.
Yeah, that's
I mean, schnapps is never a good thing to have in a battle.
no. Yeah. After the battle would be fine. Actually, I have to admit, we actually did that one. We went to a soccer tournament. Oh my goodness. And yeah, then the night before, well, like is I think probably at 26. Oh, maybe yeah, yeah, I don't know if it would have been a 40. Anyways, take the lid off the bottle of schnapps, right?
Schnapps
Throw
is
it out the window.
schnapps is
And
much stiffer than people think. It's got a lot of
yeah,
kick to it.
yeah, but anyway, so we took the lid off, threw it out the window, and we had to drink it. So we just passed it around. And everyone had to say a little thing, take a shot, pass it along, and you had to drink the whole bottle.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to consider sports like a battle, I guess I've done that.
Did you lose?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So no, I mean the whole idea of yeah, snops is not a good thing. It's
No. I got another what the fuck if you want. Um, the London beer flood of 1814. There was
I
a
have not
brew.
heard of that.
Yep, there was a brewery. A massive vat at the Mew and Company brewery burst, causing a domino effect that ruptured several other tanks. Over 300,000 gallons of beer flooded the streets of London in a 15-foot high wave. Can you imagine a 15-foot high wave of beer coming at you?
I don't know what would you do.
Well, the Londoners, you know what they did? Some of them died from alcohol poisoning from trying to drink it all.
I bet you that yeah.
Yeah. Legend has it the locals even died from alcohol poisoning from trying to drink the flood. They were out with pots and pans, scooping it up,
Oh my goodness me.
right?
Like,
Can you imagine seeing
wow.
this foamy wave coming at you?
I just can't imagine why you'd indulge that much. And believe me, I'm not proud of it, but I've had my bouts of overindulgence. But
Yeah,
to the to the alcohol poisoning stage, I just
yeah. You would
don't.
think they would pass out before that, right?
Well, I think I usually did. That's probably why I stayed away from it.
Yeah, but that's just a
I
legend.
guess the people that can handle their alcohol better would be more at risk, right?
Yeah, yep. But that's
That makes
just.
sense. Fair
But I
enough.
thought since you're having a beer, obviously, I thought the beer flood
Oh yeah,
would fit in perfectly.
yeah. I thought about just because I came across it. I actually thought about going down the road of the Boston Tea Party too.
Well, there's a lot of
I don't
different.
know very much about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I read a little bit, and I mean, it had something to do with an argument with the British, though, about taxes, I think.
That's exactly what it was. They were trying to tax their tea. So they said, to heck with it, we're just dumping the tea in the harbor. And some
Well,
of,
and now, don't don't they do that in the States somewhere on St. Patrick's Day?
well,
Um,
that's a little different. They in Boston they do. They color the river that goes through Boston green for St. Patrick's Day. But that's a little different. That's just in because there's a massive Irish community in Boston. So that's why they do it, just as a celebration.
right.
So,
Well, and
yeah.
that's smart, in my opinion.
Oh, that it's fun, right? But there were a lot of little ones that I came across, like the Liechtenstein invasion, 1866. Okay, In 1866, Liechtenstein sent an army of 80 men to participate in the Austro-Prussian War. Okay, that's Austria. I believe it's Austria and Prussia were fighting over in Germany, the Germany area, uh, to guard a mountain pass. When the war ended, the contingent returned home with 81 men, having suffered 0 casualties. They went with 80. They came home with 81. Apparently, they befriended the Italian officer who decided to join them on their way back. Only campaign in history to end with a negative casualty rate. I mean, they lost less. They gained a person rather than losing any, which is it's hilarious, right?
That is kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. Battles aren't they just stupid?
Well, wait. Have you heard of the Great Emu War?
The Great Witch?
Emu, the big
Emu.
yeah, the big long necked bird.
Right.
Yeah, there was an emu war in the Australian military officially declared war on a flock of 20,000 emus. They were just the emus were destroying crops. It was a big thing. The soldiers were armed with Lewis machine guns, but the emus proved surprisingly resilient and tactical, scattering in small groups to avoid fire. Several weeks and several thousand rounds of ammunition, the emus effectively won. The military was forced to withdraw because they couldn't hit them. Right? That's awesome. Hey, Shell.
Goodness. Actually, I was trying to. I'm going to be a little distracted here for a second because I guess I have to sign in so I can actually reply on
Oh yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, Shell.
all
I'm
this
I'm
work.
I'm getting into the and I went with fun stuff. I tried to keep it a little lighter.
Right.
I didn't want to get too serious because when you're thinking of what the fuck, there's a lot of bad what the fucks out there for history.
Oh
But
goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah. We could have went down some really dark rabbit holes.
okay, Shell, that is the latest version of the baby cage. In the 1930s and 40s, they in London they had no room for children to go outside and get fresh air, so they actually built cages and dangled them out over the street on in these cages. And this is the upgraded model where Houdini couldn't even escape it. Oh, that's one cup of tea down. And did you get my little homage there to Britain? Oliver, like Oliver Twist. Oliver's there. Please, sir, may I have another?
I cannot find my Twitch information.
Oh,
Huh. Well, I'm still a little old school. I've got
a book.
a book with my passwords and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, while you're looking for it, I'll do some more. Did you know that Napoleon Bonaparte actually got forced to retreat by a herd of rabbits? It's true.
That's all.
They were going to have a celebratory rabbit hunt, and someone released the 100 of domesticated rabbits who promptly charged him instead of fleeing.
I'm gonna look later because I'm not gonna. I have no idea where I put that.
No problem, no problem. Ginger got her bath today. How old is she, Shell? She, what is it? It's a dog, by the way. Ginger's a dog.
Well, got,
Not my daughter.
well, she said got. She said got her.
Oh, her. There we go. 3 months. Oh my goodness. Oh. Right. some of the what the hell history is in the 1900s. Radithor was marketed as a miracle drink, but it contained radium. Radium is now we know is a radioactive uh, carcinogen that causes cancer. But it was actually touted as a health drink. Oh, I'm sure she does it 3 months. Most do. Can you imagine? Hmm.
Hmm. Interesting.
Well, there was that. There was actually I saw in one of the things where the I don't know if you've heard of them, but the Radium Girls, I think they were called. Um, they
Okay, for
were
some strange reason, that does sound familiar.
there. It is. The Radium Girls in the 1920s. They worked at a watch company, painting hours on the hand using on the dials using radium, um, radioactive element that glows in the dark. They didn't wear any PPE, protective clothing. Um, sorry, I'm just responding to
Oh,
Mrs. Doe. She'll be a bit yet. Um, mean, but what the problem comes in is the scientists who were making the stuff and working. The chemists that made it had full PPE and worked in a sealed environment. What was worse is they were told to lick the tip of their brushes to get a fine point. So they were ingesting radium. Some of the
oh my
girls,
goodness.
yeah, some of the girls would paint their teeth and their fingernails just for fun, for glow in the dark fun with this radium.
Oh,
And that what that does is deteriorates your jaw, like it deteriorates your bones. Um, they developed cancer wherever the paint touched, and many of them had such decay in their jaws, their mandibles had to be held on with bandages.
oi, oi, oi.
I know it's horrifying,
That's
but
crazy, man.
and that in itself is a prime example of why unions came into being.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
that is a reason for unions to exist. You
for
know,
sure. Well, I mean, there was a lot of bad things that happened. I mean,
yeah.
let's face it.
Well,
That
history's
has to be. I mean, whether people want to admit it or not, I mean, it's a truth, right?
history is filled with stuff like that. Yeah, but and that's why I'm just going through a few of them, right? in in a region in Africa where they did capital punishment, they actually used to use venomous snakes to. Oh, sorry, my nose is plugging up. They used venomous snakes to to enforce capital punishment. They would have a snake bite them on either ankle, and then let them go be with their family because they were going to die, right? But
Actually, that's not a horrible idea.
it's a horrible way to die, though. Horrible. It's long and painful, and the like it's a brutal way to die being poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the poison, right?
Well, a venom like this is horrific. They say.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, then okay.
yeah. So, yeah.
Well, but there you go. Don't commit a crime that's going to get you sentenced to death.
Well, and honestly, there are crimes that I truly believe deserve it, but not maybe not. I still feel a little more.
Compassionate.
Yeah, I still feel like they deserve to die, but let's not make them suffer too much. There are some people that deserve to suffer, though. There are some really nasty people out there.
They're like really, really bad, right?
Yeah. Nope. I was going to look for the picture and it's kind of cut you off a little bit there. There we go. There's the picture of Ginger.
Oh,
There,
that's really small though.
I made it bigger.
Oh,
You've been replaced by a dog.
yeah. Well, I never said I was irreplaceable. And that's 3 weeks or 3 months.
3 months. Yeah.
That's still that's cool. There's some growing to do there.
Oh yeah. Ooh, itchy nose.
That's like, wow, that's got to be a pretty good dog food bill.
Yeah, that's going to be a bigger dog. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So.
I mean, I had a bigger dog for a while, and it's not like she ate that much more though.
No, I guess
I
not.
mean,
Yeah, I don't remember.
she ate more than Tia
Mm.
did, but I mean,
Oh yeah, but the size different. I mean, between and which one are you talking about? Because I remember when you had Ruby and Wetaskiwin.
oh goodness, no, bigger than that. I no,
Okay.
I had a cross between a Saint Bernard and a Bernese Mountain Dog.
Oh, I like the Burmese.
Yeah.
They're good on the farm though. They're good out in the on the when you had the acreage. Did you have her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put a good chase on a coyote.
Oh yeah, they're perfect for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the coyote was faster, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's
yeah,
what the Burmese mountain dogs were specifically made to defend against coyotes and wolves.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, I mean absolutely, right? Oh my goodness, Bob, I so have to go through this book.
Why? Is that your password book?
Yeah, I guess some old stuff. It's like, man, I don't use that.
Oh, you still got your AOL password?
No, I never. No, I was never into that.
No, we didn't really get it in Canada, but that's a joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I must have done something silly, and I have not put that in my book.
Oh, crazy. Well, you attach your phone number to it because you can always get it back through two factor authentication.
Yes. And if not, I'll do the old password reset.
There you go. Yeah, there is always that.
Who's Flash?
Um, I'm thinking another dog, just by
Oh,
contact from
okay.
context.
I thought you may have known. You had more conversation, right?
I don't remember. That's the thing. The other was there two in that picture?
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
No, there's just the one.
You better replace me again.
Yeah, just the one. Just the one puppy. Bark back. Well, now you got to send a picture of Flash. Oh, Flash is a beagle. Oh, I like Flash. Look at Flash. He's so
Oh,
cute.
I love it. That reminds me of Columbo.
Yep. I love beagles. They're so fun. They're not the most energetic dogs, but they have character, personality. Yeah.
Actually, well, for me, that would now be the best dog.
Yeah.
One with less energy.
Well, he looks a little older, but he still looks like he has personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I love huskies because they're smart and they have this personality and they'll talk with you and engage with you,
Right.
but they have way too much energy.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Oh, pardon me.
13.
13 years old, yeah. That's
That's Well, that's
Nine.
old in dog years.
That's 91 in dog years, if I'm doing the math right. 70, 90, yeah, 91.
Old.
Old.
Well, but it's funny how each dog breed is a little different as far as their life expectancy, and big versus small, and the medium, and
Yeah. Mila and Nala are cats. That I know. And yeah, I'm sure they don't know what to do with a 3-month-old hyper dog.
yeah, yeah. He probably gets in the way, or she probably gets in the way.
Oh, and wants to play with them. And they're
Yeah,
not having it. Well, Nala's the
yeah.
youngest ones. Or is it Nala the younger one or Mila's the younger one? Trying to remember.
And not only that, and you said they're cats, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's also another thing. It's like, yeah, you're not one of us.
Which is, that's something that Lynn and Bobby love to watch is when they love funny animal videos. So when we're
Oh yeah,
watching, it's all about the dog, how dogs and cats and dogs interact. So,
that is pretty funny.
oh, it is. It is.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Sorry about that one.
it comes up, it comes up.
Oh yeah, you probably
And I
still
don't
heard it.
necessarily mean up. I mean just
Yeah,
things come up.
yeah. I'm getting lung oysters. So, oh, 7.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I've ever heard it called that before.
Oh, really? Yeah. You ever spit one out and see what it looks like?
No,
It looks like a lung oyster.
no. Like, that's yuck, man.
Oh, I have some of the weirdest. I call things the weirdest things. Mila's going to be 4 on Monday, and Nala is 2. Nala's the young one. Okay, I thought it was Nala that was young one.
Are the indoor or outdoor cats? And as I ask that question, I'll be right back and I'll come back and read it.
Meow, meow. I'll leave this up for him to see when he comes back. Whew. My head just kind of plugged all of a sudden. What do I got going on back there? Oh, stamps.
So I'm now up to 3 birdhouse frames. Or sorry, yeah, or 3 blueprints for birdhouses
Right. Oh, there's
and
Mila, by the way.
and a bird feeder.
And a feeder.
Well, we have problems out here with, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but with grackles. They're a bigger blackbird.
And they steal
Not
everything.
Well, they just chase away the other birds.
Yeah.
And but so I found if I like I got a smaller feeder, but unfortunately the feed is so close to it they can still get their head in there.
Gotcha.
So I've gone to chicken wire, and I've gone to an exterior chicken wire barrier, and that keeps them out.
Oh, there you go.
But I mean, I'm monkeying around with trying to put the chicken wire around my existing bird feeders. And I said, well, why don't I just build one? It'd be so much easier.
Yeah. Well, and grackles are a lot. If I'm correct, they're a lot like crows.
Just a little smaller
Yeah.
is kind of the way I look at it. But I mean, crows don't come and eat your seeds, right?
No, no, but highly adaptable and smart. Yeah, just like a crow, capable of using tools and imitating other sounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting?
And I was pretty sure that they were similar to crows in that way. Did you know a crow will actually hold a grudge if you harm it or or are aggressive to it? It'll hold a grudge.
Well, that's weird because I forget who I was walking with. It was back in our McNabb Park days, and we were out in the field, and there was the two of us, and this bird swooped between us. And it was like, I wonder if, and I mean, looking back on it now, I wondered if it had young ones nearby or something. But I mean, it was like it scared the hell out of me, man.
I was standing out
Like
on my front step, and I had a
it was
I
like
had a hawk or
really
a
close.
falcon. Yeah, I had a falcon like come right here. It was like I if it had been any closer, it would have hit me right by my head.
So we were using the AI to we take a picture of the bird and put it in there. What bird is this? And we're finding out we have more birds here than we knew about.
Oh, that's good.
I
So
don't know
what?
where they've come, but like we didn't have them last year. So like last year we had those little yellow finches.
Right, I think that's what I saw. What we saw yesterday.
I like those birds, so that's why I'm going with this chicken wire thing, right? Because then no other birds get in there and it's all good. Um, but last year during the summer we had yellow finches and grackles.
Wow,
Now we've got some kind of snowbird. It looks like a like an overweight chickadee almost, really. I don't know how else to say it, but I mean, there's that, and then I think they called it. The bird is red in color, but they call it purple finch.
a purple finch.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, and I mean, I had to refill the bird feeder because, oh my goodness, I mean,
Oops.
I'm going to go through a bag of feed here, like really, really quick.
That's okay. Purple
Oh,
finch. Oh, they're
they're
pretty.
they're indoor cats. That means they probably have a longer life expectancy than outdoor cats.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I remember out in McNabb Park, how many have we seen on the road? Oh my goodness.
Oh, and dogs. Like it was stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? I think we lost at least two dogs because they would let them out to do their business and they get hit. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no yards though. It was a different era.
Right. No fences, no nothing. And
Yeah, just
I
big.
mean, but I guess that begs the question. I mean, I wouldn't have thought about this because we were too young just doing what we did.
Yeah,
Oh, and we looked both ways before we crossed the street and we didn't go if there was a car coming. I mean, but I mean, animals can't do that, right?
no,
And so what I'm thinking is back then, were maybe people going a little faster than they should have in there?
I guess it's entirely possible, but at the same time, everybody, you got to remember that there were so many cars parked along the roads that all it took for was a dog to walk out at the wrong time and it got hit.
Oh yes, no, you're right. That's a very no, that's a fair statement too, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I did forget about that.
yeah. So,
So I was talking with someone about, on some of these new streets they've built in the city, they're so narrow.
oh,
So
it's
it's almost
ridiculous.
like if you see someone coming at you and you can pull aside and let them go, you do, or hopefully they do for you, right?
Yeah,
And so we were commenting on that the other day, and it's like, I said, but where I grew up, those are the streets we drove on all the time.
Avenue C, Avenue B,
Right.
down those avenues,
Well, I
that's
was
what you
thinking
did.
Avenue C, but yes, yes.
Yeah.
It was like, it's just how we drove.
Especially with the size of vehicles we had back then. Because back then we had
Right.
boats.
Yes, we did.
Not like, I mean, I have a boat now, it's a truck, but I mean, it's comparative to some of the sedans and um station wagons that we used to have.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, if you took the overall measurements, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 19-foot long truck.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know why I measured it, but I did at one point.
you must have had a question about it for some
I
reason,
I
right?
did. Yeah. There was a question and I needed to know.
Yep.
So I think it's when we were having trouble with the neighbors parking. Like they would
Oh,
yeah, there was one point where they were just not giving us any room to park on the street, and we needed the room, so we had a scuffle. It was all almost got into blows with the one guy who
oh
is
my
no
God.
longer there. So, and he was a
Is
little
that
shit.
so? If you walk out your front door and looking at the street, left or right?
Left.
Okay.
The guy on the right has always been really good about
Right.
parking.
Right. You said
Yeah.
he's been pretty good about everything, though, right?
Well, he's very. We don't have a lot to a lot. He's very hard of hearing, so we don't have a lot of contact with him. But he's amicable and he's been here as long as we have. So
Hmm. Well, and
we're
I
friendly, but
mean,
we're not. But we can't really communicate just because he has such a hard time hearing.
and that's tough. That's tough having a discussion with someone like that
Yeah,
because it's a lot of work. Just a short little conversation is a lot of work.
yeah, yeah. And I'm not used to that because Melody's starting to become a little less. Her hearing's going a little bit, not a lot, but enough. Because when I talk, I feel like I'm being very loud because my hearing is still super sensitive.
Yeah, I always sound louder in my head. So lots of times I get a little low, and Michelle has said that you gotta speak up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and it's fair, but at the same time, it's I even when I'm talking at a reasonable volume, like I feel like she doesn't hear me right, and she does have issues if there's any other sound around. So I know she does have a little bit of hearing problems, but but that's
I
to
mean
be determined.
that's an age thing too. I
Yeah,
mean,
which is funny
I
because
honestly don't think um like I would actually be interested in considering hearing aids
oh
if I thought they would if I thought they would help, I would do it. And it's not so much like when people talk like like I know people are talking, like it's not that I can't hear. I have trouble making it out. Is that I
okay.
mean, I don't know, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does, and that is because you can't quite hear them, or there's some if Melody has it when there's any other talking around her, it all turns into one.
Oh, background. Yes. Background is horrible for me.
See, and I can
That's
sit.
why to this day, I mean, if I go out with a drink with someone, it's got to be somewhere quiet.
Yeah, Melody
I
too.
mean,
Yeah,
otherwise, and I remember, I mean, you know what? I think about that. Because I remember back in the day when we'd go to the bar, like I had a horrible time hearing, like understanding what people were saying.
And I never have. Um, I can still go to a restaurant or even a loud lounge and hear three people's conversations around me while I'm having one.
Yeah. No, I have to really focus because, like you said, I'm listening to everything.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like I just can't.
Well, I started to Melody went on a
Well, I mean,
different.
the people I'm talking to with are more important, so I
Yes.
focus it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melody started a new medication at one point, and it caused her to talk in her sleep more. I actually had to start wearing earplugs because of it. There was a
Funny.
point. Um, I was so glad to get the king size bed that we have now, the
Yeah.
the two twins. Um, because there was some points where she'd be smacking and stuff like that, and I'm going, there's nowhere to go. But it was a medication thing, right? It's just
Yeah.
how the body reacts to medication. And I knew she was sleeping because I could hear her snoring or babbling incoherently.
So you
La-
have, oh,
Last night I
go ahead.
couldn't wear my earplugs because I had a headache, and the earplugs just felt like they were worse, making the headache worse. So I'm laying there in bed. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Because Melody's having bad dreams about her mother committing suicide, and she's crying and I'm going, oh, I, I know I can't do anything for her, and I'm not going to wake her up because she works in the morning,
Goodness, yeah.
but I'm just going, this is not making my night better.
So you
But
have those twin beds. Does that mean like you got them? You can alter the shape of them, or
oh yeah, we can move it. We can separate them. Um, they are two twin XLs. Oh yeah, I get that cringy. I can understand that.
yeah, absolutely. Actually, it's funny you said because I just read that too.
Yeah, yeah. We could separate them, but our room isn't really like. I mean, we could put one on either wall and have a separation between us. But just moving to the king size bed gave us enough room in between where we don't actually, unless we reach out, we don't touch each other. It felt like it gives you what 6 inches more per bed, so a foot total, but it feels like 3 feet, 4 feet. you know.
Well, so but you can't adjust the way it like the angle or anything.
Oh yeah, you mean the head and the feet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fully adjustable.
Oh, we'll have to have a discussion with Michelle because we've discussed those.
Oh, and we just put them together and have them side by side, so we're still
Well,
sleeping.
we would probably do that. I mean, I mean, yeah, it's not like we
Yeah,
want to be in different rooms or anything. It's just,
no.
I just, we've thought about like different angles and
And here's the thing: we went with the two twin XL twins to make a king, rather than getting a king size with one adjustable, so that we could have our own individual
right,
settings. Yeah,
right.
and they
Well,
were.
and that's kind of what I was thinking. That yeah, that would
I
be.
was
You
so
want it
amazed.
individual because what says you're going to want it exactly the same?
We got these off of Amazon, and
Oh,
they were not that expensive, and they arrived. They were not that heavy, and they were so easy to set up. Literally 10 minutes, and I had it set up.
hmm.
Essentially, it was just um, making sure that all the zip ties were off, that the legs were on, and then flip it onto its front, onto its back, type thing. It was so. I'll see if I can find them.
So almost, I'm almost essentially plug and play is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, and then you just plug them in, and each remote has. They don't affect each other, so let's see here.
Sorry, I got to keep checking the score in the ball game.
No worries. Sheets.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go throw something in the oven here right away for supper.
No problem.
It shouldn't take, I mean, not too long. We're gonna go with pizza tonight.
That sounds good.
Well, yeah. What would be better if someone delivered it to me?
Yep. There we go.
Let's be honest, right?
Now, get this. This is pretty close to what I paid for it. When I send it to you, you're going to be, you know what? I can show. I'll send it to you anyways, but we got 2 of these and they come with mattresses. You can get it in a 2-pack. We got it in a 2-pack where it came out to a king, but you can buy the 2 twin XLs individually too.
No, we do king.
Well, yeah, 2 twin XLs make a king.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn you off
we have
for
a
a
king
second.
size right now.
Yeah.
The only way I can see us upgrading would be to something like this.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna send this to you. We love these. They are so nice. Let me go to here. I just didn't want to, because I'm in Facebook now and it'll show up on the screen. Paste there. There you go. Then I'll go back to Discord here and bring you back up. Boom. See, like you never left. So yeah, we got 2 of these. They come with a mattress, and the mattress is a foot thick. It's a combination spring and memory foam, so it's really comfortable. Yeah, you're never home anyways, Cringy. Gingy got the queen bed. See, we gave Gingy our queen adjustable bed. So I'm gonna put it up
Well, I
in.
mean, yeah, because we have a king size already. I mean, the only way I see us upgrading would be to something like this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Cancel that. Let's go. Brave properties.
You don't follow any hockey playoffs, do you?
No, no, I don't. Hmm.
I'm not real interested in it. I just kind of listen to it and check in on it, if you will.
Right. There we go. There, I just put it up at the bottom here.
Well, you do that. I'm going to go do this right away here. Get the pizza going, and then I'll be right back.
Sure. So this is the bed we got, and that's a Canadian price. And like I said, that comes with a it comes with a 1 foot mattress as well, like a 1 foot thick mattress, 12 inches, which I couldn't believe. Like the mattress is so thick. There's a great view of the mattress. It really isn't. It is not bad, which allowed us to do it, right? Because we were having so much trouble. We needed that extra room because, okay, you're a short little thin shit, Cringy. Both of us are not short. Well, Miss Doe's short, but she's not thin. We struggled with a queen size bed for a bit. But yeah, no, it's so simple. Like they say 10 minutes to set it up, and they weren't lying. And it's compatible with most mattress types. So I mean, even if you have to replace a mattress. And if I was to ever replace it, I wouldn't go with a see, and that's what the setup we have right there is two side by side. I wouldn't go with um a foot like that same. I'd go with a 10-inch maybe, a 10-inch memory foam rather than the 12-inch, because you can't. The feet, unfortunately, are not adjustable, and they're pretty tall. Pardon me. Now that's just one. We got a 2-pack when they had them for um when they called it a king size. But yeah, I am very very happy. Now, best part about this, it has the weight on it. Well, that's a different price than it says up top there. Um, features and specs: 750 pounds per. That's 750 pounds for each bed. I ain't getting that big. So yeah, we've been very very happy with them. And let's put up the cursed product again. Oh, wait. Let's bring up Brave again. Put the cursed product down. Okay, we didn't have to carry it upstairs, so we just slid it along the floor. But this is literally how it sets up. Okay, what they're not showing is that they folded it apart. They it comes folded up in 3 sections or something like that. In a very unique way where all of the internal stuff is tucked in. And yeah, it really doesn't take long at all. I forgot there was charging ports under there. Hmm. And that's it right there. That's what we have. So yeah, very happy with these. Yeah, let's turn off the Brave browser and bring back the cursed product. Oh, having trouble breathing through my nose.
So how much snow did you guys get down there?
Virtually nothing.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's almost gone.
Oh, I got a couple. Oh, I got to send you a couple pictures. It's
Let's
this pizza is a two-step process, so I'm gonna have to run in again
oh yeah, no problem.
because I like to add my toppings or add toppings to it.
Oh yeah.
I just found if I put it in the oven, let it soften a little bit, if you will,
Yep.
before I add my toppings, it just comes out so much better.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you guys were getting snow there too. I didn't even think this was.
I'll show you a current picture. I'll take one from my phone right now.
So
Boop.
set to you on Facebook.
I just took that camera outside. Took that picture on the camera outside right now. I sent it to you on Facebook too.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. I'm gonna send you the pictures first, and then I'll break down the days for you. So, here is here's where we were sitting. That's the before we got storm.
Okay.
Now, oopsie.
What, you got a dog? Is it, no, that's a shed. I thought that was a big dog house. Yep, I caught that. Ooh, the water likes to go on the road, does it?
It's the first time since we've been here. But we've had, this is probably the most snow we've had since we've been here.
Okay.
Yeah, it just couldn't keep up.
Wow.
Oopsie, stop.
Ah, itchy. Oh my gosh.
So those first pictures were like, oh man, we're almost into spring, like we're almost there. Yeah, and then the storm hit, and that
Yeah.
was like, and I mean, it's starting to melt again now.
Well, I'll show
I
you
mean,
when the.
regardless, that's late April.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to be fair, just the other day, I um, I was scrolling through Facebook and it said, I think it was April 25th. We had more snow than we had outside on April 25th. So I'm gonna go back to when the snow came, just to show you, because that's what we have right now.
Yeah, like
Hmm. Let's go a little bit further back.
oh, so have you heard anything on this? For some reason, like I got a lot of this stuff coming up right now, so that the conservatives must be on an attack plan or an attack phase because they're posting all this stuff about the. Well, I think they are. Let's
Well,
face it, the liberals are putting it out, right? But regardless, is there a law? Have you heard about a lawsuit to one of those?
yes,
Oh,
to
okay.
one of
So
the
you,
MPs that crossed the floor. To one MP that crossed the floor.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, a public
So that's the
lawsuit.
thing.
It is.
I'll be darned. Well,
Yeah,
good for them.
we've got to have a way to hold them accountable.
I
Well,
mean,
Friday.
if we're talking about, I mean, a vote, I mean, that's not what was voted for.
No, no, there needs to be by-election so that can be.
Yeah, I mean, it should be it should be the people that live there should be deciding that, not.
Yeah.
I mean, I struggled a little bit. I mean, when there was that coalition going on and stuff, it's like, you know, but that's not what people voted for.
Well, that's exactly it, right?
I mean, I don't fully understand that. I mean, I struggle with it, I guess. Maybe that's a
Yeah,
better way to say it. I
yeah,
I just struggle with that a little bit.
yeah. And unfortunately, Backroom politics are getting pretty bad that way, hey? Um, I think that's was at 1:30 was the let's start in the morning here.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, let's look at it in the sense of saying, okay, you're disheartened with your party and whatever, and okay, well then step down,
Yeah,
go join the
resign,
Liberal Party.
resign,
Reason-
cause a by-election and run again for the party
Yeah,
you're more inclined to.
right, exactly.
The problem is
I
the
mean, is
one
that kind of how that works, though, or
it's supposed to, it should, but it doesn't
right?
because they've got loopholes. The problem is um, they've been actively trying to poach to get this majority, and that's not what Canadians as a whole voted for. So the by-election should be run every time you change parties because your constituents voted for a certain party, not for you. And like it or lump it, that's the way people do. That's the way they vote. This was
Yes, we've discussed that before too.
yeah,
Yeah.
this was Saturday morning when after the snow, after we got the snow.
Okay, I got to go do that pizza real quickly, but I
Okay.
have a question there. If anyone can tell me an idea, I've got a lot of shredded paper, and I'm just looking to see if I can make use to it before I get rid of it. Make use of it before I get rid of it.
Ah.
I'm not going to do paper mache though.
Ooh, got that big oyster out of there. Shredded paper. Well, it's good for packing stuff. I'm gonna post my ideas. Packing material, but I don't know that he sends that much stuff. Um, what else? Mm. Needs to make a big scare grackle out of it. Instead of a scarecrow, you make a scare grackle. Hmm. But that might scare the other birds off too. Um, yeah, I have no idea. Just move stuff over just a hair there. I'm gonna be right back too. I'm gonna use the washroom, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna hit the be right back screen and go use the washroom. turn my microphone on too. How's that? Now you can hear me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have a cough medicine. My throat's getting sore again. The cough candy. Don't ignore the crackling and unnatural. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Oh, I'm gonna send him a picture because I just set up my I finally reset up my Stream Deck. So I can just hit the button to go to be right back and stuff instead of hitting. Hey Kobez, nice to meet you. Kobez, am I saying that right? Or am I totally scuffing it? Darts just went to check on his pizza, and then he'll be back. He's asking about what you would do with shredded paper if you had it. Because he has a lot of shredded paper. I just recycled mine because I did. I got rid of 15 years of my wife's um, physical pay stubs. Oh, why I held on to them that long, I don't know. I did. So that's not what I wanted. Send him a picture. There we go. But we've been talking about what the history today. And my what the history product for this week is Oliver's Air. The Baby Gate. Fresh air, it's worth any price for your child's health and future phobias.
Oh, you put packing material?
Yeah, I put that in so I didn't forget it, but I'm not sure how many
Oh,
packages you send off.
very few.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of what else you could do with shredded paper. And I just sent, like I said, I sent 6 bags to recycling the other day.
Yeah, I just well, I'm gonna look it up just to see uh if there may be a way to roll it into a log and burn it.
Oh, there is. You could use because your brother-in-law has a bee honey farm, doesn't he?
Yep.
Use some wax in there. You wouldn't have to. I don't think you'd have to use that much. Use some wax, and yeah, you could roll it into a log. Plus, it'd burn. I think you could.
I'll have to look into that.
That's yeah. There's an idea.
Yeah,
Dang,
I
I
mean,
never thought of that.
someone just had to pressure you into action.
Yeah, and then knowing that your brother-in-law has that honey farm, you could probably be privy to some wax for very little.
Yeah, I have to ask them. I don't know what.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, so we went to a little local market here. I don't know if I mentioned this. And we actually bought some honey there.
Okay.
Because Michelle likes chai tea, they had a chai honey. So we had to get that one.
It drives me drives me nuts when people say chai tea.
Oh
Chai
yeah,
is
tea.
tea.
Yeah, tea.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody likes a nice tea, but
Yeah. Well, and I've joked with that for the few people too, and it's just like, you know what? It's just what everyone calls it. It's kind of,
I know.
I mean, but whatever. Yeah, it's it's all good.
Exactly. Yeah, but I yeah, and you know that honey you guys gave us? We're almost done that. That liter container.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that was from
Yeah.
her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Well,
what
enough
made
and
me remember.
walking. I think I should start
Mhm.
using honey more. I think I really do.
I honestly wish I had some honey in here to put in my tea rather than sugar, but
Right.
it's an office. Sugar I can put in a container. Honey is kind of in a it gets sticky on the outside too sometimes.
Well, what you need to find yourself is a really good honey holder. You need some Pooh Bear advice.
It's a cute little honey holder.
Oh,
I have one
how come you don't have honey in it?
because it gets sticky on the outside.
Well, then get yourself a better honey holder that doesn't get sticky on the outside. What good is a honey holder if you can't put honey in it?
Well, there's two things. I mean, our house, we keep it a fairly, about 20, 21 degrees. So, um, honey tends to get a little stiffer anyway. So it's not really like it's more of a hardened honey. So it doesn't really work in one of those liquid honey dispensers.
What if you froze yourself?
Oh, you kind of cut out there.
What if you were to freeze yourself little cubes?
Cubes of honey? Well, you don't actually have to freeze honey. That's the thing. Honey, because of its natural antibacterial and um, uh, honey is one of the world's most stable products.
No, 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 I get that. What I mean is, would it hold it into a little, like a little tablet, some kind of a tablet form that you could put in your cup?
And I think you could do something like that. I mean, um, they actually had it at a coffee shop at one place where they had basically little honey tablets that you'd put in because freezing them they would cool down your drink too much. I think, and I like my
Well,
tea warm.
I guess it depends how much honey you want in your tea. But
Um,
you're right. You're right. It would drop the temperature for sure.
yeah, but you're right. There are little tablets you can buy of honey, of pure honey. I don't know how they do it, but it is possible.
Well, next time you're out having breakfast somewhere, scoop a couple extra honeys in your pocket,
There we go. Yeah, that's what I should
or
do.
go to one of the wholesale places and find out what a flat of them costs.
Well, you don't even have to go. You can look it up.
Fair enough. I'm
we,
sorry. I guess how bad does that say? Like, well, go look.
I will. I'll go look right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean you should go there.
Well, to be fair, I should check Amazon too.
Well, I thought that's probably where you would look.
But I'm looking actual local stuff too. Like
Well, probably the only place that would have them would be probably Costco or Wholesale Club, I would think,
and that's where I went first was Wholesale Club.
or anybody that sells that kind of product, I guess would be.
Hmm.
I One thing I have to, I mean, well, I'm not apologizing for it, but um, I mean, I'm just gonna have some interruptions for supper because I take it upon myself to be the guy that makes supper, so I'm gonna keep doing it even though we're doing this.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's no problem. I actually went pee too. So
Actually, I did multitask, and I'm not gonna lie. No, I mean, I'm gonna bring my food back here, but
Yep. Well, I ate last
like,
time.
yeah.
Crafty.
Well, and I'm trying to keep in my head like something that will work well to eat here, right? Like
Hmm.
that's not going to interfere with the conversation, or and I won't talk with my mouth full anyways. So.
Let's look. 14 times 4 grams. 140 times 14 grams. Wow. Okay. Um,
I've been watching all the darts on Hockey. I quite enjoy that.
yeah. 200 for 98. And this is 140 for 53. That sounds like a better deal to me.
What is the overall cost? So,
Well, I'm trying to look to see if they're similar in package size.
oh yeah, but I mean, just um, like what does it cost? Period, though. Like
Oh,
not even.
for 200 pieces of the individual, um, uh, I'm thinking they're 14 grams because that's what they are on Amazon. They're for 200. They're 98.89.
Ooh, that's kind of well, that's quite the outlier.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I suppose if can you get it low enough where it's acceptable, I guess.
that's the question. Well, there's 140, which is 60 less, for 53. But what does that work out to as a per? Just
Right. I mean, well, the nice thing about that is though, at least it's not such a big number, right?
yeah, yeah. Um,
Well, but I mean, I guess the thing of it is though too, I mean, how much would that much honey cost? That
well,
wasn't meant
that's
to be a tongue twister, but it came out of my mouth like a tongue twister though. Um,
technically it's a better
if you
deal
were to
to get
buy
it.
if
It's a better deal to get it at Amazon. 11 cents cheaper per.
yeah. I mean, you accept it's going to be more for the convenience.
Yes. Well, the packaging itself, right?
Right, of course. Yeah, I mean, you're paying for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's and at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is it acceptable to you?
That's the thing, right? Is it
Right.
do I use
Are
enough
you willing to do that?
do I use enough honey to make it worthwhile?
Well, if I'm sure you do, because
Well, I usually don't use honey, but
I thought you said you'd prefer it in your tea, or
I would I would prefer it, yeah, but I just don't I never use it because it's more convenient just to have dry sugar.
so if you had that, you would use it up
Yeah.
because it'd be sitting right there, and you'd use it every time you had tea.
Oh, now I'm wondering if they're not the 21 grams because they have
Oh,
both because it's $90 for 200 cases of 21 grams, which it's still cheaper on Amazon, um but
that just
it
seems like a lot of money for honey.
it's a lot of money for honey.
Yeah.
But the one thing they don't do on the warehouse club or the wholesale club is tell you what size it is.
Ah, old school, man. You got to go down there.
Or I just say fuck it and don't get it.
There's that. And
Yeah.
then you don't have honey in your tea.
And then I don't have honey in my tea unless I specially go to the kitchen to get it.
Exactly. So we're right back to square one, aren't
Square one. Yep.
we? Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Oh, so sorry, what started this whole honey conversation was so this lady that was selling the honey, they also have like a butterfly emporium.
Oh.
And it's not too far from here, like maybe a 20-minute drive. So next time, like when the kids come out in the summertime, we're gonna take them out there and just go see these butterflies.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
And they have some kind of bees there. They're just pollinators. They don't sting.
That's interesting. I didn't know that there was a bee that didn't sting.
Yeah, well, that's what she said. I'm sure that's what I heard because I'm like, yeah, really, don't sting, eh? But she said they're great pollinators, and so are the butterflies, obviously, right? Fit for the ball game. Thanks for that bummer, boys.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking it up.
I forget what she called them. It was just a really nice conversation we had with her.
That's actually really cool to know because you know,
And I mean, and she's local, and
yeah.
I thought the whole butterfly thing was awesome. But I guess it coordinates with bees and honey, right?
Melapanini? Is that what she
Is that
called
what
it? A Melapanini bee?
No, she must have used a slang term.
Okay. Hmm. Mason bee?
That could be. Yes, that does sound familiar.
How did you not remember Mason bee?
Mine doesn't work like that, my friend.
My mind does. Everything has a connection.
Well, I don't remember a lot of things. Funny.
I'm from the 80s. You say you probably in every sentence you say I can find a song for it.
See, I'm not a big music guy though, right?
Yeah.
I just never was. I mean, I like music, don't get me wrong, but it was just not my. I wanted to play sports. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
I sent you a picture. Another
on
picture on Facebook.
on Facebook.
The thing with the buttons in the bottom left-hand corner, below the monitor, but not the
Oh,
keyboard. That's
let
my
me get
Stream
there.
Deck. I just set up my Stream Deck so that I don't have that I can just touch a button rather than clicking a mouse where I need it to go.
So you got a little bit of snow.
Oh, we had a little bit, yeah. It's gone now. I mean, we didn't get a lot of snow even, and I said I'm not shoveling that. It's not worth it. Not even sweeping the sidewalk off. It'll be gone in an hour. And it
Oh,
was.
see, we got a lot more here, and we were talking about that at work, and I said, you know what? Mother Nature dropped it. Mother Nature can get rid of it.
Yep, Mother Nature can clean it up. That's right. It's April. We don't do snow after April. In April.
No, you know what? And I think it's warming up again tomorrow, so it'll be
Oh
gone.
yeah, it's supposed to.
Um, what were you talking about your keyboard there? Sorry.
Oh, the little thing to the right, to the left of it. That's my Stream Deck. That I just set that up today.
Okay.
Again, I used to have it set up, and then I got out of streaming because of my pain. And with us being here every week, I just thought I might as well set it back up again.
Right.
But I have I started to
And
use
so, sorry, you're going to have to explain to me. I don't know what a stream deck is.
a Stream Deck just gives me buttons that like you see how it says on there starting, be right back, live and end. Those are all the scenes I have. Like I can flip through any of the scenes
Gotcha.
and then on the bottom I can adjust volumes and turn things off and on. There are little knobs on the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
Really easy to deal with, right?
oh, very nice. Yeah. If I need to
Yeah.
cough, I can mute myself with this with the one on the far left.
It's touch, right?
Buttons, yeah. It's an actual
Like,
physical button. They're see-through,
right.
but they're like a keyboard button, but not quite as deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
I wonder if you can see it better on the picture I took with the flash. A little
You
bit.
know, I should talk to Michelle. We should have a game of You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
I
And we
think
could
she
do it
could.
on Discord.
Oh, really?
We should be able to, yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's
We should
basically
do
real
that
time.
because I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Did I ever send you a picture of the coach we got?
Yes.
Okay. And
Actually, we had quite a discussion about your couch. What the heck? There's a reference to, well, might have been boxes or what the heck were we talking about?
could have been boxes.
Well, I know you had a lot of boxes in your kitchen at one time.
Yeah, oh, I ripped out boxes from downstairs. All the boxes I've been keeping for like years just in case. I said enough. I got to get rid of some of this stuff.
Maybe it was the color of your couch. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yes, I've seen your couch.
Have you ever seen it set up into a bed?
No, actually, I haven't. Actually, I got to go check that pizza. I don't want to burn it.
No problem. I'm going to send you a video of the kids. Hmm. Jackbox. Jackbox. That's what we were talking about, having a game of Jackbox together, which we could do over Discord. Well, could be on stream, I guess. Yeah. Send that video to him. Oh, pardon me. But even over Discord, where we can, we can be talking over Discord, and we can still play it. I think. What do I have for? Yeah, yeah, I know he does. What do I have for Jackbox on my? Oh, I have Jackbox Party Pack and 2 and 3. Two and yeah, I have 3 different Jackboxes. Nice. Hi, Misha. How you doing? Did you get a good nap?
Well, it's a good thing I went when I did. That could have been bad.
Oh, good thing. Yeah. So yeah, I sent you a
Yeah,
video.
I'm actually watching it here right now.
That's Lynn and Bobby putting it back up into a coach.
Okay.
Oh, just finished up dinner. Okay. Well, I guess it is 8 o'clock, isn't it?
So that's perfect for them, isn't it?
Oh, they love it. They are so happy with that couch. Bobby, they were here over the weekend, and I think it was 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Bobby goes, "Can we set up the bed? Can I go to bed?" I honestly think he just loves setting it up and taking it down because it's easy enough for kids to do. So it's perfect.
I think that's it. That's just to them.
Yeah,
Look what we're doing, right?
yeah.
And you know what? We're probably going to remember for such a long time that
It's
they
one
did
of
it grandma's place.
Mumsy and Pops's. We are
Oh,
not, we are not Grandma and Grandpa.
mm,
That's the other grandparents.
oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, we're Mumsy and Pops. But yeah, no, they'll remember that, and they they love doing it. Like it gives them a sense of self sufficiency. Like they feel big. They're big kids because they can do this, right?
Right. Yeah, well, it's an accomplishment, right?
Yeah, and that's great for their self esteem. It helps that they can do it. We did I did try to pick one that was easy enough, that wasn't one of those heavy pullouts, because those are tough. Plus, they're heavy as a mother trucker,
Yeah.
and I don't want to move that shit.
Well, and it's easier for you, right? Let's face
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And-
So, and
Yeah.
this, yeah, having them be able to do it is just, it's so nice. Well, Lynn's going to be nine, she's 9.5 now. So she
Oh,
wants,
well, isn't this getting?
it's a little crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, how old is Addie now?
Well, she's like 10, right? Isn't she
God,
just
I thought they were close, yeah.
that? Or is it? Oh my goodness! I didn't realize we were going to have a quiz tonight.
There's always a quiz. You've seen
Yeah.
what, Vampiric?
You know what's silly? Michelle would know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I remember though, so that's one of the things. Oh, yeah, well, okay, to explain, this was what the hell history. What the history? And in the 1930s and 40s, they had baby cages that parents would put outside in in London to have their babies get fresh air.
I'll have to.
No problem. Yeah, so I made an upgraded version where Houdini couldn't even escape it, right? It was great, but the best part about it, not one case of accident or death ever was reported for having them. Not one case of accidental baby death. Hover them out over the street, but they're perfectly fine. That says a lot, right? But yeah, this was about history moments that we kind of went, what the hell? And this was one of the ones that I found quite fun because nothing ever came, nothing, it's not tragic. It's just funny and it worked. And, it accomplished a need that parents had at the time when government wasn't intruding in everybody's life. So, because it shows the initiative of parents and the protectiveness of parents to protect their children. They made this thing that looks totally unsafe and scary, but they wanted their kids, so they're not going to do anything to put them in danger. But the government will come along and regulate it and this and that. Probably illegal now because, oh, it's too scary. It looks scary. Anything that looks scary must be scary. No. Suck it up, buttercup. Let people do what they're going to do. Leave us the heck alone. That's just me saying what I'm saying. But this conversation went all over the place tonight. It's all over the place. We've talked
So we're
about.
all good with the baby cage now?
We're all good with the baby cage now. Oliver's
That's
there. Good or bad, we always have good conversations. We talk about some annoying stuff, but I mean, it gets it out there.
well, and I try, or I am trying not to, I mean, we all have opinions, we have what our beliefs are and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to present it in a way where I think anybody should agree with me.
Well, and that's how we've always been. We doesn't matter if you agree or not. This is your opinion. That's my opinion. That's
Right.
we can have a civil discussion even if we have differing opinions. If you can't have a civil discussion, that's where you're going to get your ass kicked out of here.
Yeah.
So it's all about the civil discussion, and we make it passionate. But
Well, and I mean, the only way to have a civil conversation is to be okay when you're wrong sometimes.
well, and it's not always about being right. You don't have to force the other person to agree just because you want to feel right. That's the biggest thing. It's a discussion is an exchange of ideas, not a conversion of a person. That's what a discussion should be, an exchange of
Right.
ideas, and whether that person can accept the ideas and one or the other change for it. That's the point. It's not to change them by bullying or by bashing them by whatever rhetoric or whatever you have. And personally, I just like to I like to put facts out there, like numbers and evidence, and that's really what I base my decisions on. I don't base it on
Right.
emotions. I'm not a big emotional guy.
Well, and that's the important thing is um, people should be finding out facts, right?
Yeah, it's laziness if you don't. And we even talked about that when it comes to voting. If you if you're just set on voting a certain way despite good or bad, then you're a detriment to society. You should be doing the logical homework and finding out everything you can about the person, about the party, about whatever.
Yeah.
The hardest part about
I
that
mean,
is that so many politicians are willing to lie. So how do you
well,
truly know?
if you think about it though, I mean, when they bring out some of the stuff they bring out, they have to lie
Yeah.
because
Oh
it
yeah.
just doesn't make any sense, right? Like
Yeah. And there
it's like
should be,
how do you spin that? I don't get it.
and honestly, we need to have a better way of making our politicians pay for crimes or ethical breaches.
Well, see that I mean, yes. I mean,
Politicians
I mean,
politicians hold the highest authority in the land. Okay, they're the law makers. They need to be held to a higher standard than anybody else. Next comes the judges and the legal system, and then the constabulary. Right? These are all supposed to be people in authority over you, and there has to be a way to hold them accountable when they do stuff wrong, when they get it wrong.
yep.
Because as citizens, they're
Well,
supposed to be
especially
public
because
servants.
I mean, if you hold them accountable, then generally the infractions go down.
Absolutely. That's the key.
I mean, it
The
doesn't eliminate them. Let's not kid ourselves, right? But
the same goes with for criminals, right? The harsher the punishment, the less likely to commit the crime. When you reduce punishments or when you take away punishment, crime goes up because there's no deterrent. Puni- and punishments or legal consequences are simply a way of a deterrent. They're not they're not really a punishment because they say you have to pay for your crime, but are you really paying because you get three hots and a cot?
Well, but I mean, I, I, I mean, I guess this kind of goes both ways on it, but I mean, like you look at capital punishment though. Ca- Capital punishment does not stop people from murdering other people.
And nothing
They
ever
still do
will.
it.
There will be
No.
certain people that are wired to do it, and that's the thing. We've got to take into account that certain people are wired to do stuff like that. It's a miswire, is what it is. It's not that they're wired to do that. It's a miswire of the brain. Uh, that
There's just a little fray.
there. What's that?
I say there's just a little fray,
Yeah, it's a
or they got crossed up.
yeah. They're miswired, and they need to kill, and that's unfortunate. But I don't believe it's a mental that it should preclude them from being um, from being responsible for their actions.
Right. I mean that's a whole nother big can of worms where
Yeah,
I mean I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon, but I this is a good one. Um, so so people that stop taking their medication and then they don't know what they're doing when they're off it get a lesser crime.
but they knew if they stopped taking their medication that they'd be like that, which ultimately
Right.
should hold them responsible for their actions by not taking the medication, right?
Well, because I mean, wouldn't anybody that's ever been um or killed someone while drinking and driving or any kind of drinking and driving offense? Well, it's like I didn't like head out to drink and drive.
Yeah, I
I mean, I
didn't
was so
mean
drunk
to.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that doesn't make you
when you
not
were
criminally
drinking,
responsible.
right. So if it doesn't in that case, why does it not when people don't
Exactly,
take their medication?
exactly.
I did, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be a catalyst. I mean, if you're diagnosed and and you need to take this medication to keep you safe and to keep others safe, and it goes both ways. Like it goes for self harm and harming others, and you go off that medication and end up harming others, you should still be held culpable. The responsibility was for you to take the medication that kept you from harming others. You failed to do so. You chose not to, and especially it's an especially egregious thing when they choose not to. Oh well, I just didn't like the way it made me feel. Yeah, but was it helping you? Was it preventing something bad? Right?
Well, and one example of that is that murder that happened on the Greyhound bus in Manitoba.
Yeah, and now I believe he's walking free.
Yeah, he's better now.
Oh, all better. Yeah, yeah, because
I
that
think
always happens.
I think I think he changed his name too, if I'm not
Yes, he
mistaken.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. But you know what? I don't really, I mean, I just bring that up as uh,
but
an interesting,
but
I
if
don't
you're
really
right
have,
though,
I don't know enough information on it to have a real
a
opinion.
solid opinion. Yeah. Um, but you're right though. If
Other
he's
than he was off his medication.
yeah, and what happens if he goes off it again? Do we need another murder or another whatever, another attack before they decide he's not? You know, we like as humans we like to give people second chances, but there comes a point where the public safety for keeping someone locked up outweighs that person's next chance.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they would say they take that into account.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I didn't say they did. I said I'm sure they take that into account.
There's a reason I call it a legal system, not a justice system.
Oh, speaking of legal system, so so May 4th I go for my jury selection.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay, keep us up to date. Let us know. Don't tell us anything about it.
Yeah,
Just let us know how you fare.
yeah, yeah. No, it's actually I'm kind of getting a kick out of it. It's like, I mean, it's only selection, right? So I
Yeah,
mean, what the heck? But
or as they like to call it in the
yeah,
states, vaudeville, Oh, I said it. I said it right in my head, but it came out wrong. Voir dire, something like that. Yeah, it's jury selection. It's just easier to
oh, okay,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Especially for us normal people. No, I didn't mean to imply you weren't normal. That's not what I was saying.
it's true. It's true. I'm not
Yeah,
normal. I understand that. I'm okay with it.
yeah.
Well, no, sometimes I'm not okay with it. Some, they say, how does it go? Um, oh, there's a saying. I think this is how good. I want to get it right though.
And we
Okay.
realize we don't necessarily have to have a topic right now for next week. We found we can always do it a day or two later, but
Yeah. Yeah.
if we could think of a topic right now, that's fine too.
When I went back to that, um, oh, being stupid doesn't affect the person who's stupid. It affects everyone around them. You know.
Right.
So sometimes I wish I was a little stupider.
Yes. Well, I mean, we've talked about self-awareness too. It's like sometimes I wish I just didn't get some things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't even imagine if I got more of it or paid more attention. It's like, no,
It
I'm
makes
on
my
my
brain
istory.
hurt. My
Yeah, and
brain.
I'm always hurting. I'm good, thank you. But
Yeah.
oh, um, another quick thing before we go. So interesting. Um, I had my computer up and I went to order the camera,
Yeah.
and I said, well, okay, I want another Fire Stick for in the house and a new remote. So I go to do up the order, and none of my information saved on there.
What?
And I'm like, okay, wait a second. Or it just wanted to be upgraded. So I went on my phone, went in, did the whole thing, sent it, done it. It's already on its way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so are they not? I mean, so much of your phone and computer sync nowadays. Is that not
Oh yeah.
one of them?
No, that's not one of them. No. That's based on a
Oh, okay.
browser. Now you could sync it up if you sync your browser. Are you using the same browser or you are using the Amazon website or Amazon app on your phone? See, and that's where the difference comes in. Is because I
Oh,
use the Amazon
that
app,
makes
so I still have to log in on the computer.
okay. Then that's what I'm doing then. Okay,
Yeah.
that okay. That does make sense. Okay. I'm actually glad I mentioned it though because I was struggling with it for a second there, and now
Yeah.
you explained it pretty good. So, all good.
Yeah, and it's the difference between an app and a browser, right? Because there's no real app for Windows on for Amazon on Windows, but there is for Android on your phone. And that's what I use on my phone, but
I still like the.
oh
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not sorry.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm just an Android person.
Yep.
It's just-
Yep, me too.
I mean, I could probably handle like the iPhone, but then if you want to do anything, I mean, it seems like such a great marketing ploy. Like, I mean, I give them credit, but I mean, it's your phone, it's your TV, and then there's Apple TV, and there's just, I mean, good on them for being so good at their job. But I
Well,
mean,
yeah, and for the
I'm not buying
ecosystem.
in.
the ecosystem itself is very compatible with each other, right? But I don't have anything Apple. Period. Nothing. I don't have Apple TV. I don't have a Mac. I don't have an iPhone. I don't have anything it would connect to.
Right, and
Nothing.
I mean, it just makes sense to me. Like, why wouldn't you have like the iPad and all that stuff?
Don't have an iPad. I have a Galaxy, not a Galaxy Pad. I have an Android tablet.
Right, and they all work just fine.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And like I said, really it's nothing against Apple. I just prefer. We've been using Android for so long that the system itself seems almost second nature to me.
well, you get used to it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I mean, we're. I mean, I'm sure we've talked about this too, but I mean, we are creatures of habit. I mean, it's
yeah.
just.
And I mean, I'm not opposed to
I mean,
learning new
if you got a
things.
lot, no, but I mean, if you got a lot going on,
Eh,
and if you just do this, it works, so you don't have to think about it. I'm busy thinking about other things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and there was something that Melody actually mentioned that she keeps forgetting to do because Samsung Messenger is actually being removed. So you've got to go to Google Messenger on the Android.
Okay.
Um, now I've already done that because I found that Samsung Messenger didn't allow me to change my ringtones to whatever I wanted to. So I went to Google Messenger right away, and now I can change the ringtones and stuff like that just because I want the flexibility, right? Because when my ringtone goes, I know exactly who's texting me.
Right. Well, and I mean, if that's for you, then that's all that matters. I mean,
Yeah, but now that
like
Samsung
for
is,
you. So,
yeah, Samsung's deleting the messaging app, like they're discontinuing it. So I actually have to get her onto Samsung or Google Messaging.
right.
So it's something that her phone keeps saying, "Listen, dude, you got to do this. We're stopping, dude, dude."
Mm,
They don't know she's a chick, so.
yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go have supper with my lovely wife.
Okay, say hello to your lovely wife for us.
I will do that.
And my wife should be home anytime. And I'm going to go just chillax, try to get rid of this headache that's starting now. It must be
Yeah. You need a break.
it must be evening because my head's clogging, and you know how it goes, right? Nighttime is always worse for this stuff.
Alrighty. Well, that was just fantastic.
See, hello, lovely wife. You too, vampiric.
Have a great night, everyone.
So I'm gonna go to the ending scene, and I'll mute us, and we'll just give it a few seconds there to say goodbye to everyone.